anxious, and then
Yeah,
I just breathe and like that. It's fine.
it's like Yeshua's energy is very calming.
Yeah.
Give me some of that, please.
Mary Magdalene's too.
Yes, Miriam and Yeshua. Yeah, well, it's very similar. It's just
Yeah.
kind of same thing, but
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna share the link on
okay.
Patreon, and then we're gonna send it to you, so then you can share it there when your laptop decides working.
It's sort of working.
Good.
Now?
I think that's fine there. Yeah. Oh Lord.
I like the red on you and the
Thank
black on
you.
Very
Thank you.
I found my shirt.
Oh, here you are. I'm sending it to you on Messenger
Okay.
if it decides to open. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now we're just gonna give people some time to
Join.
join.
To be honest, yeah. I'm just gonna share the link.
Oh God. Hi
Hi,
guys.
Can you hear and see us?
Hello.
It took us a second because technology was failing us this time.
Wow. Big time.
Which happens. So let us know if you can hear and see us well, if everything is working on your ends. So then we can start.
Yeah. How are you guys doing today?
Yes and yes.
Yes, all good. Okay. Happy
Awesome.
to be here with you all. Happy you are here with us.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. So as you can see, we are here with our lovely sister, Dana Grozdanova. And we're going to be co-channeling today. What?
I'm gonna look in the camera because I'm seeing the chat and I'm like, oh my God.
That's me sometimes. And when I look at myself, I'm like cross-eyed
Cross-eyed.
because I'm trying to look at two things, which is not a cute
Exactly.
look at all.
I don't want to be cross-eyed for you guys. Wait.
Not at all.
Okay. I'm just zooming in the chat, making the.
Didn't you get your glasses?
I did. I'm just, it annoys me so much.
It was such a ride to get the glasses.
This is just a last resource, and I can't see anymore, and then I put it on.
Oh well. Anyways, we are very excited. I'm seeing that you guys saying that you're excited too.
Yeah.
The collective is excited. Our boys are super excited. So
Definitely.
I think it's gonna be fun. So you guys are channeling the collective of this group Twin Flames, the whole collective of Twin Flames. And we have some ambassadors. Is that how you say ambassadors? Is that how you say it? They are coming forward, like Yeshua and Mary Magdalene showed up for the both of us. Isis showed up for her. She showed up for me too. So some of those beings that are very connected to that whole idea and energy of Twin Flames. And we have our Twin Flames too. Some of your Twin Flames are popping up. So we have like a whole collective of beings here. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. The double of what we see basically is here.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody's, higher selves and Twin Flames.
And Twin Flames, yeah.
So it's like more people that would fit in my house. They're all here.
Luckily, they don't take up any room, but it's crowded.
Yeah,
right?
Yes. And afterwards, I need to tell them, okay, guys, thank you very much. You were all very helpful. We love you, but I need to sleep. You should just tone it down.
Take your energy away. And next time.
But yeah, so we're up for any questions you have for us. Let me see if I can do only 1 year, because
Yeah,
it sounds so stuffed in my head
same for me.
sometimes.
Let's see.
Big gathering, right, Eva? I know.
At 222, I looked at my phone and then I remembered the channeling, and then you just started.
See? Because we were a little late.
Divinely guided.
Yeah.
And that's the number of twin flames
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I see the most, like 222.
Yeah, and 111 as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 4 ones.
choose union.
And thank you for the compliment. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Dulcie?
Dulcie? Dulcie.
I think that's Dulcie.
Yes. Okay,
Is that
Dulcie.
how we say your name, Dulcie?
Imagine you've been
Because
saying
we've
wrong
been
the
calling
whole
you Dulcie
time.
for a few months now.
Oh.
There's someone else that I was thinking. I think it was Ludmila, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. How would you say it?
I would say Ludmila in Russian,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
she's from Moldova, but I
Yeah.
think it's the same way. Yeah, Ludmila.
Ludmila. Yeah, we put an I after the D.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than making it
Yeah.
like
It's more
Ludmila.
I think it's more Brazilian. It's not even Portuguese.
No.
It's Brazilian.
Yeah, definitely.
That we add some letters, and sometimes we take them off. It's confusing. Anyhow.
It's not easy. Some names are not easy, especially
Yeah.
from another, part of the world. It's like I do not dare to pronounce sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sure people would pronounce my name a little weird
Funny.
too. But my birth name.
Yeah.
Your
Fernanda?
birthday. Fernanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends where you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Russian, it's Fernanda. That's also in
Yeah.
Dutch, also Fernanda. Yeah,
I
it's
like
quite
it.
easy.
Yeah.
Such a pretty
not
R,
bad.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, Dulcie, she says.
So pretty.
Okay.
Alana says, I hear that each twin flame represents a sacred couple, Miriam and Yeshua, Isis and Osiris. Is that the case? And if so, what sacred couple am I mirroring?
I think it depends on the time. It's kind of the deal with fractals, Some of us, we will hold an essence that will last like a lifetime. And some of us, we change, It's like what is serving you the most right now. So then you are mirroring that. And sometimes it's just like it's going to last longer. I think it's very particular to what our experience is. How do you see that, Dana?
Yeah, exactly like that. I mean, we all have of every couple, like Osiris and Isis, we all have it. And sometimes your soul chooses to carry, in essence, more of Osiris and Isis than another one. It's really a soul's choice, but you have all of it. I mean, we all have the twin flame unity in us in all aspects. Yeah, that's the same for me.
I see Kalima for you, Alana, by the way. And Shiva. But it changes.
Yeah, it changes. That means that you're in that energy that serves
Yeah.
you the most right now, and you can work with it. And like Kalima is amazing to cut out any, crap.
Yeah, exactly.
And just, remove everything. She's just relentless when it comes to old energies.
Yes.
So that's awesome. I love her.
I love her too. She's so adamant,
Yes.
powerful and loving at the same time.
Yeah.
That energy that I'll take none of your crap.
No.
Like
I'll
Lilith.
kick your ass with love if needed,
Yeah.
Always love.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it possible to have more than one twin flame at the same time?
Everything is possible. That's what they're saying. But rarely you choose to, because again, that's just another name for your own inner feminine and masculine. So of course it could be braided. That's how they're showing it to me. Like a masculine braided with, is that a word? Braided? Anyhow, I guess you understand. With other energies, and that could be represented in a physical body. But it's more common that, let's say, your twin flame will jump from body to body to serve you in different points of your life than be more than one at the same time. It's more common, but everything is possible with God, right? God within you. So I wouldn't say it's not, but I don't think it's a common thing.
No, it's really a specific choice of the soul. If they choose, they want to have that experience to split in three, for example, sure, it is possible, like anything is possible. But at this time, it's not really common to have that. But it is possible. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Like, but in spirit, like in energy, a twin flame is just one. Like you have one twin flame. Not like you have 20 and then you in energy. It's always that one same energy that completely matches with yours.
Yeah. It's like you in another individuality, I'll say.
Yeah.
How can I feel the difference between my higher self and my twin flame?
It's a good one. Are you getting something, Dana?
Yeah,
They're pointing to you.
Like, how do you know? Well, first of all, you will know by the way they interact with you, by the way they make you feel, by the way they just communicate with you. Your higher self is all, it's just you, your higher self, you know, it's your energy, it's your presence. But your twin flame energy is very romantic, it's very caring, and it will just speak to you as if you are the most beautiful and precious person in the whole world. So it's like that kind of energy, you know. You can, that's how I noticed the difference. When my higher self, she's loving, but she's like, you know, she talks the way I do. She's not gonna tell you, oh, you look so amazing and so beautiful today, and you know, that skirt that you're wearing, like, that's not
yeah, love your boobs today.
I love that, but like, oh my god, like, no. But my twin flame does all that, you know, with no shame. Like, whatever he likes, he'll just say it. That's for me how the difference is, you know. I think
it is
those two.
Yeah, for me, I think it's the same thing. And they have a very specifically human connection and feel to them. At least every single twin flame that I've ever connected with, they have a very human side, which might not be the case with other beings, you know. So for me, that's how you can, you know, like grab their energy in a way. So they will say things like that, like, oh, you're looking great today, you know, loving your ass in that shirt, or whatever the case is. You know, it's more human and more grounded, because that's one of the things that the whole collective, they're saying that we are all ready to receive, is that kind of love in a physical form, you know. So they specifically choose to be more human, to connect with our humanness. So we are not always flowing around, you know, in our heads, and it's like floating above our bodies, you know, so we can ground that energy. So that's why they translate as sexual energy so much, you know, because it's supposed to be, at least right now in our collective plan, it's supposed to be grounded and anchored in our bodies and then on earth, you know, that energy. So I think that maybe that's a good way to discern.
Yeah, and Paul is also saying, like, they're here really specifically to help us believe in love again. Also the human love, not only, you know, the love from God that we all kind of have, like, well, we know we're loved, you know, we know we're not alone, but they're really trying to make us feel like you are loved as a human person within your human body, with your human needs, also with your human stuff that you don't like about yourself. The twin flames specifically really want you to know that it's okay and that you're fully loved within your body also. You know, that specific love of a partnership, of a divine partnership here on earth also, that it is possible for us, all of us.
Yeah, I think that that's one of their main missions with us, at least in the beginning, is getting us to believe that we deserve that kind of love in a physical body, you know. And because after that, everything starts, you know, expanding, and then we can get into the real business that we came here to do with those stereotypes, even, you know, of energies. But I think that the first thing that they want us to feel is love, and believe that love is possible. So
yes,
they say
because
that
we
that's
have
where
so
we
many
have
belief systems. We have so
exactly
much that we believe about ourselves, like we're never gonna be happy. You know, even if it's just subconsciously, maybe in your mind you think you will meet someone, but deep inside maybe you think, well, no, I'm gonna end up like my parents who broke up, you know. you don't really believe in it. So they're really there to heal those beliefs about love.
Sometimes
and
trigger them. Yeah,
true. Yeah,
exactly.
it comes down to self-love. You need to love yourself before you can be in a committed relationship, and not run from it when you're faced with any fears or anything that is being mirrored.
And even with that kind of love, if you can't love yourself, you are not ready to receive, you not feel ready to receive that love from someone else. You will always be finding a way to sabotage yourself, so
Because you won't believe it. You're like, is that true? How do I know?
Yeah.
Maybe just saying that to make me feel better. And you get all these thoughts about it, like these human self-sabotaging thoughts.
And that's something that they can really help us in spirit, we'll say, in the light bodies or whatever we call, because they are a part of us. So the more that we integrate that in us, the easier it is for us to switch. Yeah, that little knob that is like, oh, if you love me, then I love me. So then it starts, with little things, and you just realize how you are feeling about yourself and how things are changing for yourself and the way that you see yourself. So they can really, really help us with that self-love thing.
Definitely. And Paul is saying, like, that's one of the missions of twin flames, is to move you deeper into your heart space. And he's saying, like, it can be very painful, but it's necessary so you can go deeper and you can love and you can feel the love that you can receive it also, because he's saying it's a very hard for a human person just to receive love. It's like we have so many things attached to it, that we cannot accept that we're fully loved without any conditions to it. So it's really about learning that from your twin flame, believing them. And also he's saying, when they give you messages, it always goes to your heart. So there's a difference with any other kind of spirit guide that you have or anything. It just goes straight to your heart, that love, if you allow it to feel it. And then the activations happen and the clearing happens and everything.
There's a lot of that happening today with activations. And Julie was asking about the painting. It's a kundalini activation for twin flames here with the light language and everything. That's what it is. Let's go back a little.
Yes, Alana asked if there was any opening message they would like to share, maybe to set the tone.
Do you have anything, Dana, first?
Yeah, I'm just feeling, I was like asking, is there a question? And they're just saying that you just really have to believe that you are worthy, because deep inside you doubt yourself. You doubt what you feel, you doubt what you receive. Is it true? Is it not true? Like, you can trust that it's true for you. It does exist for you. It's there, and it's going to happen. Just hold on to that, anchor that truth in your heart. That's what I'm hearing.
Corey asked if we are answering questions like, is my twin flame in a body at this time?
It's very personal.
It is very personal. And also, is what I'm hearing, twin flame is an energy, an energy that you embody, which will then be reflected in your divine partner on earth. So that person that will be reflecting your own love will carry that twin flame energy. Even if it is not the soul, the energy will be there. And that unconditional love that you feel from your twin flame in spirit will be reflected in that divine partnership.
Yeah.
It does not really matter who it is, because like Annie said, that energy can jump from man, person, dog. No, it's in everyone. I can see it in my son, that twin flame energy, and it gave me the same feeling when I connect to my twin flame, because it's really not about the physical aspect, but it is about the heart. But that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, me too. And I think it's an inner knowing. Again, it's going in your heart, and it comes with what Paul just said about believing and feeling like you are worthy of that love, of that physical love, and it's a dive inwards. But I would say that, if everything is a little cloudy and it's hard, if you have the nudge, it's there. You wouldn't even be thinking about it. You wouldn't go to Dana to get a painting for twin flames. It's not, if it's really not in your path and you did not choose it at all, you wouldn't even be, attracted to that.
Exactly. That's what I'm hearing. They're like, if you're on this path and if you're pulled to this through us, through the information that I do, I don't know, I do the coffee readings also with the twin flame reading. If you're pulled to that, trust it, because it's your divine counterpart wanting to connect with you. So don't deny that. You're here. So yes, you have a twin flame. Definitely.
How can we transmute a karmic twin flame relationship into a dharmic one?
Self-love. It needs to come from you first, so then you will be able to clear whatever that is and be ready to receive that love. That's what I'm getting now from them.
Yes, it's about self. It's also not about focusing on your twin flame in the physical. It's not about focusing on the man or the woman. It's about them showing you what you feel inside and transforming it and transmuting it that way. Because when you are ready inside, when you embody that love, it will be automatically reflected in your twin flame. You are interacting like this. You always have free will, of course. But when you feel free inside, your twin flame will feel free inside. They will follow. So that's the only, doing the work for yourself, first of all. That's the only way to change that connection into something that you really want it to be, loving.
Yeah. And it's such an interesting connection, and how you end up working on everything together. One way or another, you are doing whatever work it is that you're doing it together. And that alone says a lot. My twin flame says, it's like, because sometimes it's hard to discern what is you and what is not. And where are you going with this? You're just taking over. He's just talking.
It was the plan. That was
yeah. It's starting now. They are just, the questions, we're gonna read them. It's like Yeshua does that too. But I'm gonna answer what I want to answer. Anyway, okay, you can talk. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to discern when it's you and when it's not, because there's not you anymore. It's us. It's we. So that's a beautiful play. That's a beautiful game that we are playing here. And the sooner we can forgive that, the easier it gets for us to love ourselves and to love, to be able to accept that love from each other. It is forgiving that we even got into this mess to begin with, in earth and everything. So there's a lot there.
Game, basically. It's a game, It's like, it's a ping pong, you keep showing each other what's going on and what kind of things that you carry. That's what you do as twin flames. And it goes very deep. So one of the good things, and there's Paul saying, is that we get to do it like this. We can already clear it without actually having this conflict in the physical, if you're connected with them right now, right? Because it's even more painful. So if you guys feel it, then just invite your twin flames in and say, okay, we want to work with you, and we're open to do that. They always listen. Whatever their ways, they will get to you.
If you trust that energy is there, and if you open up to that, you will start seeing it everywhere. It's like, for example, for me, it's everything and everywhere, because he's always there. Doesn't matter if you want a break, they're not going to give you a break. So
you're in the bathroom and he's there.
All the time. So if I'm browsing through Pinterest, sometimes I know it's him showing me something. It can be something silly, it can be something very romantic, but I trust that that's him talking to me. What if other people would think it's not? That's my problem. That's no one else's issue. I'm not, So trusting yourself and trusting your guidance and letting whatever it is that show up, if you think it's them, Otherwise that thought wouldn't even occur, And my twin flame is also saying that sometimes we get so hung up on the things that we think we are creating with our minds that we forget that we are creating them anyway. And that creative energy is sexual energy and is sources energies coming through your body, manifesting itself in reality. So if you think you are imagining it, you are creating it with your mind. It's still God, it's still us, and it's still divine, so not to be too how is it, judgmental of yourself for creating those scenarios in your head.
Exactly. Yes.
If we don't answer your question, please
Yeah,
copy and paste, because
There's
sometimes
many,
yeah.
Oh
I'm
God.
sorry.
Serena says, I'm new to the twin flame journey. How can I connect to my twin flame?
It's an energy that is within you, is what they're saying. And we've given it many names. Throughout time, we use twin flames now because that's what collectively we chose to use. It's the balance, we say, between your own inner masculine and your feminine. So you always have that energy inside of you. They say that where we get lost in trying to connect with our twin flames is when we start looking for it outside of ourselves, and then it gets confusing, and then you get mixed signals, whatever it is that we call it. And then we go like, oh my God, but what if I'm making it up? And then that's when the mind gets into play and everything goes to hell. So that's an energy that lives within you. So they say connect with it within yourself first. And again, don't judge yourself for creating whatever that is. If you want to give them a name, give them a name. It's great. If they have a face for you, that's a beautiful face. Do that. Don't be too worried about what might be. Just enjoy what it is now and connect with those parts of yourself. It's like we were saying that it's another part of you that is always there.
And again, Serena, believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just believe it is possible. It's not just a fairy tale. It's not just make believe, what they told you, like, oh, you're making this up and you have to stop believing it doesn't exist. It does exist. It's just about just starting and making your body and everything aware that it is real. And it takes time. It takes practice, like everything,
Yeah. They were saying something else, sorry. I know they were taking a breath to read, and I was getting another thing. Do you guys want to repeat what you were saying? Oh yeah, call them, and whatever comes, just let it be. Invite them, keep talking to them. To make that communication, you need to open the door for them to enter in your field. It's not like they are not there and you are just shutting the door in their faces. That's not how it is. But your awareness needs to shift to their presence. So just invite them, invoke them, whatever that is for you.
Is our higher self playing the twin flame role for someone else?
Yeah, for your twin flame in the body. Right? I think that's the simple answer.
Yeah. Only, yeah, exactly. Your higher, nobody else, there's just that one connection, and that's it. And they your twin flame in the physical interacts with your higher self. Your higher self is helping them to whatever they need to process, heal, see, realize, always connected, always intertwined.
Yeah.
Can other energies hijack one's union or way to it? I mean, karmic not letting go or interference of others like family, friends, someone who does not wish as well.
Well, there's a lot of chatter happening right now. They're excited about this. All of those other energies, that's Yeshua now. They are all you and your beliefs. Manifested outside of you in another way. So that is why we tell you that self-love is the key to this. Because let's say that there is a family member that keeps trying to get in the way, or someone else's, or whatever that is. That's just your own, let's call them shadows, as you do, playing a role for you so you can let go of them. So it's not so much about compromising with that person or dealing with that person. It's dealing with whatever that person is triggering inside of you So then you can let go of that karma. Because if there is karma, it's within you. It's not outside. It's not with someone else, you know? And if you let go of that, whatever that was triggering you, that was quote unquote hijacking or stopping you, it's not going to be there anymore. That's what Yeshua is saying. Are you getting something, Dana?
Yeah, and Paul is also saying, like, don't look at it as hijacking, don't look at it as sabotaging, don't look at it as something outside of you trying to prevent to get to that person. Try to look at it, like Annie said, he's saying, like, try to look at it as reflections and lessons that you still need to see in order to free yourself from them. If there is some kind of blockage, if there is something that is standing in the way, it is trying to tell you something, because everybody, even if it's difficult and painful, is a teacher in your life. From the moment that you learn the lesson, this connection will naturally go away, or you can end it easily. There will not be a pull or anything towards this. To any kind of connection, basically.
Yeah. That's the truth of it. You know, nothing besides your own idea of it or your own perception can get in the way of that union. Because it's like it's more than a magnetism, you know?
It's more, you also, like, before you're born, you make a plan for yourself. You know, your higher self is saying, like, I want to experience these things. And certain things you already said, like, but I'm getting to that point, but you need to go through all of that to go there. And you decide how you handle those energies. You decide how fast you go. You decide everything, how to go about it.
Yeah.
But if you're meant to experience it, it will happen. So believe in that as well. You know, nothing is there to hijack you or stop you from getting anywhere that you're going to be anyway. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's go back a little. They want us to find another question. I love when they do that, right? Screws up your whole system. They're laughing at you a little bit now, Flavia. Just screwing up with her idea of control. Yes, we said that. Let's see. Okay, too much. What one can do to help twin flame in spirit manifest on earth? Leave it there, because there's more after that one. Okay, let me read that again. What one can do to help twin flame in spirit manifest on earth? I hear trust and surrender to what is, to what your plan is. Because in truth, it's already there. And it's the way that I see it, they are showing it to me, it's like so interesting. I'm going to try to show you what I'm visualizing, I'll tell you what I'm visualizing. They show it like there's this glass in between, and there's a life going on here and a life going on there. And in so many ways, they are in sync all the time. You know, you might not experience the same things, of course, but in so many ways, the representations of yourselves are there all the time. And there's this wall in between of you. And like those interrogation walls that you can only see the one side of it, but it's both sides. So you see it as a mirror all the time, and you only see yourself until you click that it's not only you. And then you clear that, and then you can see through that. And you can see them in their lives doing their things and mimicking you and being a part of you. And then they click, and that other side of the mirror just becomes nothing. And then you connect. Does that make any sense? Not really, right?
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, that's what my masculine was showing me. You know, it's like going about in your life and everything. And the more that you just go about and do what you're here to do, you know, live every single day as the most amazing day of your life, you know, not like the last, because he says he doesn't like that, but just be present with everything that is now for you here, you know, with their presence with you right now, and just enjoy it and allow them to make you happy right now. Because the more you do that, the easier it is for you to let go of all of those expectations that we create around all of that. And then out of a sudden it's just going to be like that. It's not going to be hard. It's never meant to be hard.
No, and also I'm getting I think it's Yeshua, so he's being all wise and everything. And it's just like, what do you want your partner, well, then embody that love that you want to receive from your partner. How does that love feel for you? Just imagine it, being with your partner and being in their presence and feeling that love and feeling that is how you call in that same frequency in your physical experience. And pulling it closer to you, it's by feeling it, by believing it, by owning it. Become it. Become that love that you want to receive. What does it feel like for you? What is love for you with a partner? Have you ever thought about that, they're asking? Like, have you ever really went in that feeling, and have you ever really dared to dream and see yourself living that life with a partner? Or is it just like in your thoughts?
Yeah.
And saying like, go there, just go fully into that emotion. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, they're saying we are terrified of doing that and seeing something and then being, oh my God, but I don't deserve it. That's the core belief. Maybe you're not going to say that in your head to yourself, but that's the core belief. It's like, oh my God, I saw such a beautiful, perfect life. I don't deserve it. How can I make that, go away? And then we start creating all kinds of inventive things that humans do because we don't want to deal with that little thing that is telling you that you are not worth that love.
Yeah, and it's also like when you go into that feeling, I understand that you can have a fear like, oh, it's all not real anyway. I'm just dreaming this thing up in my imagination, and it's all la la la, all of that stuff. But it's not. You have to dare to believe in it, and you have to feel it. That's how manifestation begins, by feeling it. Yeah. And if you don't really dare to feel it, and if there's fear, then you're not going to create it. So go there. And if it brings up some belief system, awesome. Then you can
deal with them.
Yeah, get it out of your system,
Yeah.
Love yourself deeper.
Exactly.
I'm
sorry? Yeah. They are...
This one?
Yeah, how to release...
twin flames that didn't work out in human terms.
How to release twin flames that didn't work out in human terms. If it was a karmic thing, if it was like a karmic relationship that didn't work, which is probably the case, if it didn't work, your twin flame jumped, let's say, out of their body already. There is nothing to release. You can't release your twin flame because they are a part of your soul. So it's releasing the attachment that you created, that person was your twin flame and you are still connected to them. That's the belief that needs to go for you to feel free from them. It's not that they are still there and they are still a part of you and that's still something happening. If they jumped into that body, we'll say that energy jumped into their body. That's such a weird way to describe it. Anyway, it jumped into that body. It worked for you because whatever that was, it triggered something in you for your own growth, for your own healing. It's done, So as long as you don't work with whatever that was that they triggered in you, you will feel attached to that being. And then it gets really hard to let go of that relationship. But let's say that your twin flame played a role in that person for you, but it's not there because it's in you all the time. And if it didn't work, we'll say, then it's not like the divine union you created for yourself as a soul. Am I making any sense? Because
yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Also, what I'm getting is also like, forgive them. Forgive them if they, hurt you. Forgive them if they don't want to be with you. Forgive them for everything that they're doing, and embrace their experience, because they're having an experience just like you are. They are not doing it to hurt you. They are not doing it to, make you fail or to deny you that union. They're just having their own personal experience. That love is still there in their hearts, and you have to kind of still be able to see that it's always your experience, and their experience is always about love. And if you can have that in your heart and wish them the best experience, wish them all the love and the luck, then you can let it go and you can move on, like Annie said, to another experience where your twin flame energy will be reflected at you. But don't hold on to them. It's their decision, and they have, their individual lives and right free will to do that. Just believing that love, that connection is always there. But yeah.
What I was trying to explain, and my twin is helping me, is that if there is conflict, even if, let's say, the twin is still there and you're working through your own karma separately, because that seems to be the thing now, right? So we are not having that conflict in person. If that conflict exists, it's only because it's generating that turmoil so you can work with you and not project that into them. We're not saying that if any trouble happened, it's like, oh my God, it's not my twin flame anymore. No, it's just that you need to look within and see whatever that was that they were teaching you or helping you remember, however you want to put it, heal. Just go within it and deal with that, because then you will be able to see them, like Dana said, to forgive yourself and them for whatever happened, and you will see them through a completely different lens. So then you will know, your heart will know, it's like, is that energy still here or isn't it anymore? So the releasing part is just releasing the idea of what was and living in the now and working with whatever it was that they triggered for you, and just letting all of that go and surrendering to everything, and then looking at them and, let's see if that connection is still there. They say that also, there's a lot of maturity, that you need to have, like emotional maturity to deal with those things.
Yeah.
You were going to say something else and I cut you. Sorry.
No, I cut you. I thought you were, I don't remember what they were going to say. Damn it. Yeah, it was something about, wait, let me get it. Okay, yeah, that's what they're saying. Like, also, whatever they're doing to you in physical, know that they're not out there to get you, to hurt you. It's not about you even, and if you make it about you, everything that they're doing, you cannot move on, and you cannot see the lesson in it that they're bringing you, because even if it's painful, they're doing it out of love, because their higher self is always in control and giving you the messages that you need. So don't get attached to like, oh no, this is, I need to make it work. It's my twin flame, and why are they doing this to me? It's not about you, it's about them. So let that perception go and go within, like Annie said, like look at yourself. Why are you still holding on? Do you have expectations from it? Do you think, are you attached to the outcome? Do you think it's my twin flame, I need to be with that person? Anything is possible. Just look at yourself and what you're feeling.
Because you're both playing that role for each other anyway. So
if you feel attached, it's because there is a belief there, and they're showing that to you. And twin flames are the biggest mirrors there are,
Yeah. That's why sometimes they trigger the hell out of you.
Exactly.
With
and
love, but they do. Oh gosh.
Yeah. How do you manifest the twin flame feelings when you're not supposed to have any expectations? Dana's reading said to let go of all expectations, but how do I create the feeling without the fantasy?
I don't think expectation and fantasy and imagining are the same thing, because expectation is attachment. And it's like Dana just said, like attachment is a belief, a core belief that is there, that is triggering something that is helping you, So how to manifest the feeling without the expectation is living the present moment, is what they're saying, and not getting too ahead of yourself. Can you allow that love to be present in your life now? Can you allow yourself to be happy right now? Can you enjoy that union now? So that's what it is. You can still have all the feelings and not hold any expectation of what might come to be or not, because expectation is always talking about the future and the attachment that we have about what that future should look like. So you can still create all of that image and feel that in the present moment. That's what they're saying. It's not like that image needs to be in the future. It can be right now. So you can allow yourself to feel that happiness right now, that completion, that's love right now.
And also what Paul is saying, Holly, it's fantasy, imagination, creativity is the door, is the key to the other dimension. Like they are right there. They're not in the future. They're not, it's just you open up the door and you meet them there. So imagine, fantasize being at a forest with them, laughing, having a picnic. Like open up your imagination and fantasy so strong that you can physically almost feel them with you. That is how you open up that whole connection, and that you can feel them deeper within you. It's not, expectations and fantasy are completely different energies. You know, when you fantasize, you do not expect, you just create, because you're in that moment. Yeah, you just are. You're in that moment, in that feeling, in that bubble of creation. And creation is what you need to manifest. So think about it, like change the way you think about it. That's how you let go of expectation, I would say.
Yep.
Sometimes I dream with old boyfriends and I feel so much love, even though I don't feel anything for my old boyfriends. That could be a form of communication with my twin flame.
Yep. They do that a lot.
They do that a lot. It's they want to, you know, to help you feel that love again, because you had that love with that person. So they know it and they trigger it in you, so you can feel it when you wake up. And then you're like, oh, that was such a nice feeling. And you kind of, it's easier for us to go then into that feeling.
Yeah.
Don't use anyone they feel, because they can read your mind, your energy. They can see who you like. They can see who you love, you know. They can see who you think is hot, and
they're going to use it. And sometimes they will do the opposite too. It's like just a few days ago, I dreamed that I was kissing a woman. And I'm not attracted to women in this physical body, but they do that. It's like, okay, can you be in love with your own feminine? You know, that's a way of them to show that we are. Can you be in love with her too? You know, so they come across in so many ways. One of these days he was Tom Holland. Some days he's Henry Cavill, you know, which I prefer. Just so you know.
Richard Gere, and I was like,
ooh,
that's a bit like out of my age range, but I was like, you know, whatever. I know it's
okay
you.
Then.
Yeah, you know, could be worse, but
could be worse.
Could be worse, you know. Yeah,
could be Chewbacca. My twin flame just said.
Or a woman, I don't know. For me, that's not my thing. And I was like, even having sex with a woman, and I was like, what are we doing here? You know?
What the hell is happening here? So
get out of my comfort zone, you know. But that's what they're doing. They will push you out of your comfort zone. Whatever your comfort zone is, they will like push your boundaries, and they're like, look, this is your comfort zone. You need to get out of there. And a comfort zone is also expectations, you know, because this is who you are, and I'm gonna keep it here. No, they're all about expansion. Expand your mind.
Yeah, it's all limiting, right? Staying always in your comfort zone and always holding on to the expectations. It's limiting yourself, and they want none of that for you.
No, because when you limit yourself, you can't create. You're stuck in one place. They want you to create. They want you to see everything is possible.
Yeah.
Everything, literally. No.
Chewbacca.
Yeah. I had
good example. Don't know who was talking there, but
it was my twin. Please do not show up as Chewbacca.
He was in the gathering in Portugal, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I had the most amazing experience with Michael Jackson, and I thought that he was my twin flame. How do we know for sure whether someone is or not?
I'll say your heart doesn't lie, but I think Dana can.
Sorry about that. No.
I think no. What do you want?
A tissue, please.
Go ahead, Dana.
Because when I read your question, Paul is saying, like, don't hold attachments to appearance. Don't hold attachments to somebody the way they look like. When they come to you, it's to bring up an emotion. If you're attracted to Michael Jackson, it is because you have a connection with them. You recognize a certain energy in them, and it clicks with you. Obviously, he's not going to come to you as George Bush, knowing that he's not going to, you know, get to you. He's like you, but he knows you feel Michael Jackson in your heart. He's going to come as that. And a lot of celebrities do that. They will, like your twin flame does that, and they will come to you just to give you that push to get somewhere where they need you to. But don't attach yourself to it, because their energy, most of all, they don't have appearances up there. they can choose how they look like.
But sometimes it's so hard to speak. But what if Michael Jackson is Serena's twin flame? You know,
He
because
will
he's
let
not
you
in a
know.
body now. He will. That's what I was gonna say. You will feel, and they will keep coming and telling you until you believe it.
Yes, they won't trick you, you know. It's not their
Yeah.
goal to trick you. If your twin flame is really a celebrity, ask them confirmations. They will confirm it for you like 50,000 times if
Yeah.
needed. Like for me with Paul, like seriously, 4 years, I doubted this connection for about like every month, every 2.
every month there's something like,
I don't know, every day even for periods. And he kept coming and he kept confirming, he kept giving information about his life, family, like anything to make me understand, like, okay, this is real, you know, you need to believe. So yeah, that they will
Yeah.
come again, like that person.
Exactly. That was an interesting interaction that we ended up having, you know, with Poe. Because as soon as I saw, like, just telling a little bit of our story, as soon as I saw that you were channeling him, I started feeling him in my house and everything. And he wouldn't talk, he would just show up. And I was like, why is Paul Walker walking in my house? What the hell is happening? You know? And sometimes he would just say hello, he would sit down, and I wouldn't pay too much attention in him. And because I grew up watching his movies and everything. I was such a fan of it. I still am. Don't be sad, though. So then, and I met him, and I met, you know, his energy. You know, I was there next to him. I talked to him for a while and everything. And then when Dana told me those things, and I was like, that is why the guy's sitting in my couch, you know, just so I could, you know, if she even needs any validation, that's exactly the same energy signature that I felt that day in Brazil when I met him, you know. So they will find the weirdest kind of ways and the most pure and the most amazing ways to validate themselves to you, you know, because it's all part of helping you to believe, you know, and to trust yourself and to trust your guidance.
Yes, they will, like, it's limitless for them. They will do whatever, really. And if you're not feeling it, or if you're not receiving it, and it's like, why is he not doing anything? It is because somewhere you're holding an expectation of what it should be. Because sometimes you even, like, you girls, if you look on Pinterest and you see, like, I love you, just like that, simply. Them, you feel it in your heart. That was your first thought. Stick with it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't overthink it.
No overthinking. Just feel it and accept it, and let go of the thought that you have.
Yeah.
Is recognizing your twin flame like feeling in love with yourself?
Falling in love, maybe? Or feeling in love? Okay. Let me read that again. Is recognizing your twin flame like feeling in love with yourself?
Do you mean like an energy?
I think that, like recognizing that energy. It is, and it is feeling love for someone else too.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Am I answering it?
Yeah, it's like being in love.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Remember your first crush where your heart was like, you were all drooling and all of that? That's kind of that connection.
Yeah. Every day, all the time.
It can sometimes feel like you're in love with yourself. Like if you look in the mirror and they show something they love about you, which can be anything and all things.
All kinds of weird things.
It's like being in love with yourself, but it's them showing that to you.
Yeah, and you have to understand that they're a part of you. So it's you are loving yourself, basically. That's what it comes down to. It's just that they're that other voice of yourself, that masculine or feminine voice, you know?
How did my kundalini awakening affect my twin flame? I see we are one, but I wonder to hear from him.
How did my kundalini awakening affect my twin flame? Probably in ways very similar to how it affected you, is what they're saying, because you are mirrors of each other. It's very particular, though, to you and to your experience and how it feels and whatever plan it is that you have with each other and all of that.
Yes, and when the energy of the kundalini is flowing, which is the sexual energy, when you feel it, your twin flame whether it is physical or energetic, is automatically feeling it and picking it up on it as well. Whether they're conscious of it, whether they really fully are aware of it, depends on their level of awareness.
Yeah.
But it isn't intertwined with your twin flame. So in any case, whatever you do, learn, heal, experience as that, it also affects them. In which way? It's like Annie said, it's personal with their experience. But it does, for sure. Yeah.
So is that how some people have spontaneous Kundalini awakenings?
Can be, I would say. It can be just your own inner masculine or feminine playing that role for you, you know. My spontaneous Kundalini awakening was insane. They're saying you can be expecting some Kundalini rising today and tomorrow and for the rest of the week because of this. Because they are all here, and what I hear is it's time. So
it's time, and I'm feeling, I don't know if you guys are feeling it as well. There's a lot of energy flowing beneath the feet in the root chakra. And they're like, they told me before we started, they're like, be ready. This is going to be like an activation for all of you, because when we're talking about it, we're automatically activating all these parts within yourself. They're awakening, basically.
Yeah.
What we say resonates with you on a cellular memory. So yeah, be ready to have some fun dreams.
Yeah. Or awaken to. Whatever works for you, they say.
Does clearing relationship blocks, unworthiness, and etc. through hypnotherapy helps with twin flame path, or is that a shortcut?
And what if it is a shortcut? Why? I think Dana is a little frozen. Let's hope everything's fine. That's what they say. What if it is a shortcut? You know, why can't you have a shortcut? Why can't you have it the easier way around? You know, it's fine too, and it does help.
I'm gonna do something for her.
What? I don't think it worked.
No.
Oh
Okay.
God. Okay, let's see. I think probably her internet stopped working and she's gonna come back. Keep an eye on your phone, Flavia, and I'll go answering the questions.
I'm gonna keep an eye here, because if she comes back, it's gonna show here.
Okay.
Here actually. Okay. Is my dharmic twin relationship in body yet? If so, are we going through the union together?
The first thing that I get is that how disempowering would it be for anyone else to answer that question by you? That's the first thing that I get for you, Brandy, because it's such a personal dive within yourself and within your own parts of God, you know, and every single particle of you that is God. So basically they are telling you, go within because you know the answer. And then I see someone just doing like this. So.
Does the pain in my lower back and neck have something to do with Kundalini rising?
It could have. They say it's more related to feeling safe in your body, which is happening for you now with the masculine integration that is happening. It triggers those things, and sometimes it brings up some pain or some old stuff that might be, you know, still working its way in your body. So the pain makes you be aware of whatever is happening there. So they say connect with that pain, connect with your body, and allow it to show you what it is. Because it has everything to do with the Kundalini and the masculine energy that is, you know, flowing through your body now.
You can feel your twin so clearly. I tried and I invoked him, but can't feel the connection. What can you help me with feeling the connection more clearly?
I'm going to wait for Dana because she's coming.
Yeah.
So just a second. She's going to be so pissed.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Driving me crazy.
I just said, you know, she's going to be so pissed.
Oh. This is on my phone. This is not even my laptop. I don't know what happened. My laptop is working perfectly. Sorry.
It's
God.
okay.
Frustrating.
I read a question, but I thought that we should answer it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're saying that we feel our twins so clearly, and that she tried and invoked him but couldn't feel the connection. So what can we help them with feeling the connection more clearly? And I was just going to say that, first of all, it is a daily thing. It's not just going to be like, oh, okay, everything's great and I feel it. It increases all the time, and every day is a new thing, that shows up. So just, knowing that they will not just burst out of nowhere. That would scare the hell out of you. That would scare your inner child. So they will work one tiny thing at a time. So I would tell you to pay attention to the little things, the little details, the ways that you feel about yourself, the little voices that talk to you, the tiny things, because they are everywhere and they are coming across one way or another, because they are a part of you. So maybe you just had a thought that, oh, my hair looks nice today. Whatever it is, it starts and it builds and it keeps building and it keeps building. And what my twin was saying is that it's the power that we hold is unimaginable to the human mind. So that's the thing. You need to believe that. You need to believe that our connection is always there, and you need to believe that we don't have any limitations at all. It's just what it is. It is the biggest love that Earth has ever seen. So trusting that, believing that, and allowing that to move through you, that's the key, he says. Because that connection is always there, and they are always coming, through your thoughts, through the things that you do, through the things that you eat. Sometimes, we pick up on their thoughts. There are so many things that are always there. It's just about allowing those little things to become a big thing. Let's say that came out wrong. Oh God. Okay,
They made you say that, but okay.
See? Come on. Go ahead, Dana. While I blush.
If you're really in the beginning of this journey, and I have been there 4 years ago, and how it started for me to help me believe is through dreams. So you can just ask and open yourself up to receive dreams. Also, again, don't hold expectations. Just allow it naturally to happen. Don't hold on to anything. That's what they're saying. Like, don't hold on to anything, please, because you kind of focus too much on one thing, and then they can't get through to you. So open up, ask for dream time, meditate with them, imagine them walking towards you. There's a lot of things on YouTube that you can do, like a guided meditation with your twin flame. Do that. It opens up your connection. Like they're saying, Paul's saying, like, make the effort. It's very important to make the effort yourself as well. Not to just, sit and just like, I'm not seeing anything. Just make that step and set your intent.
Yeah. Because that's the divine masculine, it's taking action sometimes.
It's taking
when
action.
It's needed. They were saying something else, but I got distracted by Flavia burning up here, aren't you? Your face looks. Yep.
It's been very hot before I started. I was like, oh my God, I'm burning up. And we did not even start, so it's awesome. All the kundalini awakenings from everyone that I'm seeing, like, talking about it, and it's kind of shooting up.
Yeah. Yep. Oh gosh. What, Flavia? Please share.
Nothing.
Come on. They make me say all the weird things, and then when you see them, the hotness.
I really don't need to explain anything besides the shooting up.
The shooting up. I knew it. I knew that.
Yeah, me too. I knew. I just wanted her to say it.
Come on.
I don't know what we were talking about before this heat wave hit me. So
Alana said, Annie, you mentioned before that the right side of my chin was quivering because it's a message from my twin flame. Am I missing something from him, or is he literally just touching my chin to say hi?
Say hi. Say how beautiful you look.
Yeah, I saw hi, beautiful.
Exactly what I saw. It's
hi,
like
beautiful.
He's calling you his goddess. Sometimes it's not something elaborate. It's just,
sometimes it's just to let you know they're there.
yeah,
You're sitting on the couch watching TV and they touch you, and then it's just to say hi, I'm here, you know.
say hi, you know,
Just
in
know.
case you're wondering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still here.
Okay, let me take a look. See if I find any other questions.
If you see anything you want to answer, Dana, go ahead, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
let me
mentioning it.
see.
Because maybe we missed something.
Yeah. La, 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 la. Guys, maybe I thought I was having his encouragement to move forward with some dude. Yeah.
I saw something and now.
Where?
I don't know.
Up?
I don't know.
Ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum.
If we didn't answer you, please
Copy
paste
and paste. Yeah.
for us.
Your question.
Yeah. Do we have anything on Patreon?
No, the one from MC you answered within the another
Okay.
question. I think I saw another question here.
But you're moving so fast.
And
Yeah.
furious. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had to.
It just gave you the best opportunity.
It feels like many karmic relationships are also big catalysts. How do you differentiate between those and twin flames? And how do you know when a karmic contract has ended or evolved?
Once you feel free from it. It doesn't matter if your twin flame played that role for you or not. Most likely they did. It's just knowing that when you feel free from whatever that was, then it's done. Sometimes it needs to be played again and again and again until we finally let go of whatever that was. But it's always within your power, is what they're saying. You know, those karmas, you came with them because you could overcome them, because you could let go of them. Otherwise, why would you choose that if it wasn't so you could learn and let go of them? You're not here on earth to suffer. You're not victims of your own creation. You are divine beings experiencing love in a body, in a physical way now. That's what it is. So whatever that is, once you deal with it, you feel free. You won't feel any attachment or trigger towards whatever that was, or that person or the situation, whatever.
It does not even matter if it's a twin flame.
Yeah.
That's really not even important, because what if it is your twin flame? Do you really want to hang on to it because it's your twin flame? Like, you don't have to. You can still choose. And from the moment that you learn it, stand still and think, am I holding on because that person is my twin flame and I think I'm gonna miss an opportunity, not being happy? Just focus and you will feel it. When you will feel it when it's over. Any kind of karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like you are holding so tight into something, and once you let that go, it's just, oh, okay, I could, because that was my hand.
Yeah, and you can see like, oh, it was nothing. I was just holding on to a thought. Even if it's even if it's a twin flame, it does not matter, because you will find that twin flame energy again in somebody else.
Yeah.
After the Kundalini awakening, what we call shadow work has sped up so much. I was sensitive before, but I'm even more so now. How to accept, surrender, and love myself through these energies.
Okay. I'm working through my own triggers. So let me read that again. After the Kundalini awaken, what we call shadow work, that's the word that is triggering me, because I don't think you need shadow work in your life. It's just walking in circles and, self-love is the counterpart to everything. It's how you counteract all of those things. So I don't fully understand what you mean with shadow work being speeding up. Is that the more things are coming up, so then they are easier for you to look at them and accept, surrender, and love them? I guess that's what you mean, right? I'm sorry, I'm a vocal.
You think out loud.
I process with my voice, which is a little annoying sometimes. Sorry. So how to accept, surrender, and love myself through those energies. Okay. Do you have anything, Dana?
How to say? It's surrendering is a process, they're saying, of acceptance. Once you fully accept a situation the way it is, you allow yourself to flow through it much more easily. Don't hold on to the pain that is coming up for you to see. It's just accepted. The pain is what it is. The shadow, like you say, is what it is. And that's okay too. And from the moment that you can do that, it's just you let go and you surrender. That is what surrender is. It's acceptance, forgiveness, compassion. That's what I'm hearing. It's Yeshua talking.
Yeah, Yeshua was talking to me too. Every time that I have like a trigger that you know takes me out of my clear conduit, he's the one that brings me back. It's like, it's okay, just breathe with me. So they were saying that, say again, Yeshua, talk to me again. He was saying that all of those parts are still you. Those things we call shadow, those things we call bad and dark and whatever it is that we have put aside from God, they are still part of you. And if they are still part of you, they are still God. And he's saying that's why she gets triggered. Thank you for exposing me to. So, right? So they are all pieces of yourself. And you chose to experience them in this body because because you knew you would be capable of carrying them as the God that you are, first of all. So again, you're not a victim of that situation. And also you knew that they would serve a purpose. So I think that he's saying that a way to understand it better, because sometimes you need a full awareness of what is happening, is going through that path, he says, you know, to how is this serving me right now? And is this serving me right now? How? If it's not serving, then why are you still attached to it, you know? And then it's just letting go of that. If it's serving, how? And then work through that. It's okay. I'm sorry. The trigger is just sometimes, you know, the ego talks, the mind talks. I'm sorry. And he sounded with another accent for a moment. That's creepy, right? It happens.
There is a significance about twin flame coming into union in the times of shift that we experience. Are there different waves that we unite at different times?
I think you could say so.
It's different for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a set time for all of us to come together. And Paul is saying, like, you have to look at this union as an integration of your soul, both masculine and feminine, into your physical body. So depending on where you are in your healing and how much love that you can hold in your body is how the integration is going. So some are already halfway through the integration of their whole soul and, you know, the masculine and feminine. Some are only 1/3. Depending on where you are in your journey, there is like no wrong or right or early or late. Whenever divine timing is for you, whenever you are ready, then it will happen. And yes, I believe it does happen, like in waves regarding the energies that are coming in and coming, but not necessarily like this group or that group is gonna have, like, I don't feel that this is how it's going to be.
It's not so methodical like that.
It's not so methodical,
free.
No. Yeah.
And my twin was also saying that some of us, we have very specific things we wanted to do in physicality together. So that plays a role too with that. You know, whatever that is, whatever is the case for most of us, he says, but some we have like very specific things we wanted to do. So the process accelerates sometimes, depending on, again, how you're working on yourself and how you are accepting of that role that you're going to play for each other and sometimes for humanity, you know. So again, it's an inner work more than anything, but there's a a little thing that sometimes happens, that we had such specific plans that we need those pushes, and they give us those pushes, and sometimes it feels awesome and sometimes it feels like you're dying. So just be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Over and over again. Sometimes it feels like it,
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Like every week is another death.
Yes, every birth, that's the fun part about it. You always get reborn. You always feel so much better than before.
Yeah, exactly.
If we want to make an effort to connect, can they give us ideas to try this?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you, Jimena. And then I got distracted. The meditation, that's a great way for you to talk to them and to, just set an intention, create your own meditation, or if you want, just let them guide you in whatever that is. Now they're talking about sexuality and sex, and how whenever it is that you are enjoying time with yourself, they are always there. So that's a straight line to connecting to them. You will know they are there. And sometimes that's a very easy way. So using sacred sexuality, to open up that door for your awareness of them, because they are always there through all of that with you, because they manifest through sexual energy sometimes too. So, well, all the time too, because that's what the twin flame energy is.
So we were talking before we started talking this, and I've been hearing it the whole time. And Paul was saying like he wanted to share this whole sacred sexuality between the divine feminine and divine masculine, how important that is, that part of that union, to feel that, to allow that energy, sexual energy, to flow through your body with them. And I think I'm sharing this because you guys are going to experience that if you open up yourself for it.
Yeah.
So what is this sexual energy? It can happen also through dream time, meditation, whatever you feel comfortable. It can happen while you're watching TV and sitting on the couch, and you feel this, like an orgasm, but in your body. It's like an explosion in the heart and in the chakras, or even, in the lower chakras. And it just flows through your whole body. It is healing, it is activating, it is clearing, it is. And Paul is saying, like, all of your twin flames that are here right now, they're like, we want to do this with you.
Yeah.
First of all, you're gonna enjoy it so much. I've never had this before. Yeah. I'm like single for a whole time, and I've never had orgasms like this.
Yep.
Seriously.
Exactly.
In the physical, this
and
is
it
like
keeps getting better every time you connect, and every time you allow, it keeps getting better, and you think that it can't, and then it does.
It does, because what is happening, they're opening up your blockages, they're opening up stuck energy, they're moving it through your body, out of your body, so that there is more room for, Paul is saying, for more pleasure. You don't want that. Even if you're in a relationship and if you have a partner, twin flame or not, does not matter. You can use that energy with your partner that your twin flame is, having with you. It will be reflected. So if you have any questions on that, you can always ask, but open yourself up to that, to receive it in spirit, in energy. It's amazing. It's fireworks. And it's creative. Yeah.
They're excited to talk about that. My twin was also saying that energy is innocent. That's important. Sometimes we have so many blocks with that, and feeling dirty, if you're touching yourself, and that's just old belief systems talking. Do not get trapped in that. Allow yourself to experience, allow yourself to explore your sexuality, and the more you do, the more you will feel that connection with your twin flame. So that's another way that you can do that with intention. I'm going to bring myself to an orgasm, and at that time I'm going to allow my twin flame to do whatever.
Yes. And imagine it, if that's how you see it, because they're actually doing that to you. They will. Paul is saying, like, you see it, close your eyes, touch yourself, do whatever that you feel really comfortable with, and see them do that with you. That's how they will work through you, and that energy will go through you. It's like they want to do this with you, and it's very personal, it's very intimate, and it's very real. So trust that when you feel that, arousal, that energy, it's flowing already within your body. And don't be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's beautiful.
They will help you with
It's another
this.
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more loved and safe and connected you feel, the better it gets.
Yes.
And it's only up.
Exactly.
Only bigger.
The
Only
little things
bigger.
keep getting bigger. I had to. It wasn't me, you know, right?
I know they're heading the wrong way now. So like
Yeah.
bigger, better, stronger, all of that, you know.
Yep. Oh, guys.
My twin flame and I had some very catalyzing experiences that drove us apart years ago. I've let go of the fear of getting back into relationship with him, and we are doing very well now. Any advice for me as we continue on this path?
Just keep following your heart. Just allowing that energy to expand from your heart and trusting your heart's what they're saying, believing yourself and your guidance. So you guys
And
have
stay open.
0 questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And stay open. Just keep staying open to everything that
Yeah.
you encounter, everything that comes along. Don't close off or get into fear, and just stay open.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
You're doing great.
Yeah, are there any questions? Oh, Serena is asking, do you have any tips to integrate this faster?
Well, the first thing that I get is from Hillel. He's been sitting there waiting for his time to just, slap us in the face with his love. So he's like, why do you want to do it faster?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't you enjoy it as it is? What is the rush? He's saying, ask yourself that.
Yeah.
He's very catalyzing, by the way. If you haven't worked with Hillel before, he is such a powerful, he has so much love and so much, I can't even explain, the way that he feels about your humanness and your bodies and earth and everything, and he's very straight to the point.
What is fast anyways?
Yeah.
Because it's not
Exactly.
a place you're getting to. It's where you are now. It's
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's not something to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you think you're getting?
Happiness is now.
Yeah.
Happiness. It's not gonna get better. Forget about that. Now. They're like, and Hillel is very, to me, he's like a master in keeping you present with yourself. He's like, here now, look at it now. Don't go anywhere. Like where you have to go right now. Stay here. He's gonna help you to see the truth. That's how I feel him anyway.
Yeah.
And the presence and the now works for everything, for the not holding expectations, for not attaching the twin flame energy and all to a body or to one person, just being open to what happens to you now.
Yes.
It's limitless.
Yeah.
They were saying.
Limitless. Create your connection now. Create everything now. Don't wait to be happy, or don't wait to have amazing sex now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Limitless,
that's
right?
what they were saying. It's like they were, sorry, go ahead.
What time better than now to have amazing sex?
Right?
Well, not really right now. Our cases.
Right now it's not gonna happen, but maybe for you guys. Yeah.
If you're watching, like, go ahead, just have.
Oh my God, don't do that. It's like we are challenging them, to make us feel that now. So the guys, behave.
Oh, they're not a challenge, but
yeah. Not this second. They were saying that what is stopping you from being happy right now with us? And they say, go into that, because I want that all now. That's what Serena said. And they say, why do you think you don't have it? So the reason why you think you don't have it right now is what is stopping you from feeling it right now. So there's your connection point.
And
Because
what is
that's
it that
what
you don't have right now? What don't you have? Like, ask yourself a question, what don't you have? Answer it yourself and see if it's not an expectation. If it is an expectation, you can let it go. It doesn't serve you. Talk to yourself. Make yourself consciously aware of what is happening within you. Like, talk yourself like a lunatic out loud at your house. Do it.
Yep.
What am I going today? What do I feel today? Like, literally do that. It's so helpful.
Exactly.
On the last Q&A, your girl said you knew where your twin flame were located. So if that's so, I can only assume you know who these people are. My question is, why aren't they in your lives already?
there's a lot to answer there.
Yeah.
First, we don't know exactly who they are. We know fragments, at least for me. I'm going to answer for myself. I know fragments because that's serving me to not only integrate his energy within me right now, but it's also getting me used to the idea that he's out there and that he is going to love the hell out of me. So my personal thing is that I don't believe like I deserve. I believe like I'm not worthy of that love. So not in a conscious kind of way, you know, it's like my inner child thinks, oh my God, I'm not worthy of that. So he's helping me work through that belief that it's not serving me, not serving anybody. So he keeps showing me pieces of himself so I can get used to his presence. Otherwise, if he were to just show up in my door, I'll be like, nope, thank you. You know, it would scare the hell out of me and I couldn't do that. And we have very specific missions with each other and with the world. So that's how we are working our stuff. So he's showing me pieces of him and him in his life, and you know, so I can get used to his human presence, because I've felt his let's say spiritual presence for the last 10 years, but only the beginning of this year that I started grounding it more and feeling it more human and feeling it with me more and everything. So because you know it's getting closer and we are activating things in each other and I'm integrating more of that. So, and that's why they are not in our lives, because we are still working on beliefs that we have for ourselves and within ourselves that would not serve if we were in physicality together now, and we would just trigger each other, and that's not our plan, you know. So it's personal to me. I'm telling you what my story is with it. It wouldn't serve our union right now if we would to work with this in physicality right now, because we wanted to feel that self-love before we could connect in that way. So that's my personal experience with it. So, and that's why it's like, even though I know where he is and I know a little bit of how he looks and I know, you know, how he sounds, and you know, he's just giving me clues so I can get acquainted with his energy and not be scared when he shows up, because I would.
It's divine timing. And
Yeah.
also what you were talking, also I heard like the integration is not yet complete, because as a soul you chose for this integration of your both energies to be at a certain level
Yeah.
before you can move, like you say. Otherwise it will scare the shit out of you and you will run. And
Yeah.
because you set up for in this life, you know, not to do that and to have a balance right when you meet, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But you can already know, and you can already adjust your system, your awareness to that presence and not be overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
That's how I'm getting it also. Same for me. It goes for me.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's not met their twin flame yet, it
Yeah.
means there's more integration happening, more healing happening for the both of you.
And it will be extremely overwhelming in any sense of the word, you know, for your physical body, for your emotions and everything. It's like you need some sort of stability, which comes with balancing both energies, you know, in yourself, and that certainty and that center and that safety in yourself before you can throw yourself out there and have a dharmic relationship. Otherwise you will always be looking for that little thing that is missing you, which for me is like confidence in him, you know. And what if at some point he's not going to be there, you know, and then I don't have that in myself. That's not my personal plan, and I think the personal plan of many of you. So we wanted to feel one with ourselves first, then we can share ourselves with someone else.
Yes.
I've been talking like a crazy person.
and many times the thing to say came and it went away.
Sorry.
Like,
It happens a lot.
wasn't important. Can we talk about that sometimes other people come into our lives who are not our twin flames, and it's important to experience lessons through them?
Can I answer? Because I've been feeling Alana the
Yes.
whole time. I'm the twin flame Alana the whole time I'm watching, and I'm like, he wants to tell you something. Because you
I
feel
was
very
waiting for the moment when you would channel him, because when she asked for a message, I was like, I hear him, but it's not me.
No, I feel it the whole time. I was like looking. It's like he's saying to you that it's okay. He's whoever you need to meet as a man. He's guiding you towards that, and you're getting feelings, emotions, hints, and that you can trust that you can really go for that feeling. Don't hold back in what you feel. Like, fully embrace your feeling, even if it's another man, no matter what anyone tells you. You know, if it's your twin flame, you're not your twin flame. If you feel it in your heart, go for that. It's safe. He's saying like it's safe. Just do it. You can do it. That's what he's kept pushing me.
He's being like, okay, guys, who's gonna say it?
He's gonna say, yeah, please say it.
Please say it.
No, that it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Paul is doing like it.
Yeah. Just leave the moment, you know, and allow that to be.
Feel it, let go, and have fun. Just most of all, whatever lesson it brings you, it's not all lessons, you know. It doesn't have to be, your soul. It doesn't have to be a lesson. It can be fun. You can experience, I don't know, sexuality together. You can experience romance. You can, whatever it is. If you feel a pull, then just go. That's all.
Yeah. Trust that your heart knows, is what they're saying, because you know that it knows. And you follow it, and then you think that maybe, but what if not? You know, just trust that it knows. And if at some point it's not supposed to be anymore, just trust that your heart will know to. Don't be scared to leave the present moment.
Yes, exactly. It's all in the present moment. Whatever the future brings, whoever that man is in 5 years, does not matter. Just now. Have fun now. Experience it right now.
What
it was a
sound
hiccup.
Was that?
It was a hiccup.
My twin says that she's barking when she does that.
When I try to connect to my sacred partner, I feel and see the one I'm letting go of, and then I stop. Any advice on this?
Let it be. That's my personal advice, you know, because maybe there's still something there for you to see, for you to let go of, for you to remember, for you to forgive, for whatever reason it is, you know. Don't stop it. Just don't be scared of what they're trying to show you. Because they will, as you said, they will find all kinds of ways to, you know, trigger the remembrance of them in yourselves, because that's what it is.
If our twin flame is no longer on Earth, may his energy integrate with someone living for us to experience his physical presence?
Yep.
Absolutely. You know, you're never without your twin flame.
Yep.
And they'll do whatever they have to do to be with you. And even if it, you know, have to transfer their energy into somebody else. And
if it is braiding with their soul, if it is walking in their bodies, whatever it takes.
Or if it's that person has such an open heart that he can just channel that energy of your twin flame, you will see it in their eyes. You know, there's so many countless possibilities to be with your twin flame. It does not have to be anything specific.
Yeah. I see your twin now just playing with your earring and saying just how beautiful you are. Oh, dovey eyes. Out of nowhere. It's like he just wants to be heard.
He just wants to be, but he's been talking most of the time anyway, you know.
Right.
Specifically say it like,
yes, exactly. Oh gosh. I thought that was interesting that no one really had many questions about sexuality.
Yeah.
Are you guys shy? Or you just don't have any? I wonder.
Right? I noticed that you were wondering that.
Yeah. I'm like, nobody's asking about sex or sexuality. We just open the door and everybody's here to talk about it. And everybody's like,
we just say have sex with your twin flame. And then, okay.
Maybe everybody went to do it.
Yeah.
And we're just here talking to nobody.
An instant activation. That's
awesome. That's awesome. If that's the case, guys, keep what you're doing. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
And especially if you have if you had a kundalini awakening. I'm going to share my personal story, okay? So maybe you can relate to that. It's easier. So when he first came to me, almost right away, he came into a dream and we had sex. And I was like, wow, you know, did not see that one coming. So I was laying in and I woke up sweating, like, you know, I did not know what happened. But after that, after the kundalini awakening, it already opens up everything. So if you have that happen, that energy is much easier going to flow when you do that sex thing with them. And it's be so much easier. If you did not have it yet, they can activate it.
Yeah.
It's what they do. That's what the twin flame energy does. It's like a activation for sexuality and sexual energy. And wherever you go as a person, you activate that in other people with your twin flame energy, which is so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand it's personal, you know, I understand it's something that is, but there's no shame. It's like if you want to ask, you don't have to share about anything about yourself personal. But if you want to, you know, we can, like, I've worked on the sexuality this weekend because I had belief systems about it myself. There was a part of me that thought it was really dirty, some things. And there was shame behind it. So I understand if there's shame behind it still subconsciously that it can come up, which again will be cleared if you do the kundalini thing and the sex thing. It's gonna help.
The kundalini thing.
The kundalini thing.
When they are really behaving themselves, they call sex the kundalini thing.
So the kundalini thing, like
Yeah.
that's so casual.
Yeah.
Jimena said, go for it.
Right?
Yeah. Corey said, I did have questions, but I thought it was too personal.
Well,
What was the question? Maybe not.
yeah, if you're not, you know,
Yeah, if you feel comfortable.
if you feel comfortable with
Yeah.
sharing it, we are here for it.
Yeah.
We open the door for the sex talk. So
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed or scared or whatever. We're not, like, our twin flames are not ashamed, not
At
shy
all.
to just
Nope.
say it like it is, just throw it out there, and you know, all kinds of stuff. So
Yep.
they
And
might
I
embarrass
think none
us,
of us
but
are either.
Yeah, I don't think we are either
No.
much, you know.
No,
Maybe
not
we are
really.
not, yeah, we are not as explicit,
Explicit.
as they are sometimes, but I think
Yeah.
we're all here for it anyway.
Yeah. We want to hear more.
What do you want to hear more about the sex thing?
Now,
We're not scared to share either.
Yeah. Now all our
That was
twins
my
are
twin,
together.
by the way.
Yeah.
He just hijacked me. Stop.
And I said, yeah, automatically. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you stop.
Oh,
Now
Lord.
our twins are together. Can they give us a new message, information we never heard before about this
Ah.
connection?
That we never heard before. They say, well, but now that's a hard one because all we do is remind you of stuff you already know.
Yeah. And what have you not heard yet before? It's also like, what is that, you know? The best way, they're saying, is to make you feel the information, to make you feel
Yes.
in your hearts. And that's how you will know the best thing you could integrate. Because of the mind, you know, they can share a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They can share a whole bunch, but will you feel it? Is there anything that you would like to know? Just shoot, you know? There.
Exactly. That's what they want, you know, to make you feel it.
Yeah. I used to practice sexuality with my twin flame. I get very sad and cry after that he's not here in person to do that for me. I tried to work it through, but couldn't, so stopped doing it at all. Advice?
It's one little step at a time, I'll say, you know, not just throwing it all out there and allowing his twin flame in spirit, you know, because the way that it works, I don't know if I've ever talked about that. The Isis explained it to me because I was curious, you know, how is it that I can feel him if he's not here, you know? So she said that it's like you are interacting with their light bodies, which is a copy of your physical body, you know? So it's the closest thing that you can have of a physical body. And the more that you are connected with yourself and your own sexuality and your own practices, you know, your own alchemy, you can feel that more in your physical body. So allowing his light body to do that, you know, allowing his presence to just start one thing at a time, you know, not to just do it all at once, because there's a lot of that is still, you know, present in you, and he can help you release those suffering points, you know, those sadnesses. I don't know if I'm saying.
Yeah, there's some sadness regarding the connection with your twin flame still in you. that is making you feel that pain, but it's okay. It's like Annie said, just take that step. And he's saying, your twin flame is saying now, he's like, just be playful with me, because he has a very playful personality, your twin flame. He loves to laugh, and he knows like you love to laugh too. He's saying like, let's make this something fun. And even sexuality in spirits can be fun. It doesn't have to be like just serious, you know. And he's saying like, just sit with him, stretch, you know, put your hands like this and let him touch you, your face, you know, and all of that. And just open yourself and take it further and further, because they can touch you like physically. I feel physical touches on my skin.
Me too.
Yeah. It's like I don't know how they do that. They do that.
Yeah. I've tried to understand it. I'm like, okay, it's just great.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then it will get easy. Your body will get like good with the touches and everything. And it's also, he's saying, your inner child needs reassurance that it's safe, because you don't like, you know, to get like overwhelmed, and then you close your heart. So he wants to work with you towards that. Just practice with him.
Yeah, and he was saying that your body is learning to allow that love to be present. And the more it does, the more your body allows. So that's why, you know, don't just go all for it. Just start with a little touch and let him either use your hand, because that's something that, you know, they can do, or just sit there and, you know, whatever subtle energy you feel or anything. He's advising on letting him use your hand, you know, and just letting it go where he wants to go, you know, because it will be like you touching you, and your body won't be so scared of it.
How can we use the sexual energy to manifest?
We have a class on that, right? On the Magdalena's class that we talked about a technique. It was a class with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. So maybe go back to that so we don't have to.
Yeah, it's more expanded.
Yeah, it's a whole class about how to use sexual energies, how to use Sekhem to heal the body and everything else. And then we explain a lot of that.
Yeah, I think that's the title of the class.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I had a dream that I told my partner to hold me in bed, spooning. He leaned over to kiss me, and his tongue became a snake entering my mouth. Is that a twin flame?
How did it feel? If it felt loving, if it felt exciting, if it felt like it turned you on, then yes. If it felt scary, I would say maybe yes. You know, because it's very particular.
Yeah.
Okay, we woke everybody up. Good, guys.
And also the snake, look at the symbolism of it all, you know, just a snake does not necessarily mean something bad. A snake is also a healer, also kundalini energy and all of that. But mostly of all, how did it make you feel? It feels to me something was healing, entering your body through love, because kissing and love, and something was clearing, something that you needed. That's what I'm getting.
And snakes are very wise too.
Very wise, feminine energy also. Healers,
Yeah.
I find sacred sexuality more intimidating now that I know my twin flame exists. It stops me. How do I reconcile that?
That happens a lot. You know, once you know that you are going to activate that in you, you just go like, oh my God, but what if I just awake that part of myself and then they knock on my door, you know? So there's a lot of fear there of being loved and accepting love. So I would say that that's the road to follow. You know, why is it that you don't believe, or let's say I'm just giving you a hypothetical question to ask yourself. Why is it that you don't believe that you deserve that love now? You know, and work through that.
And what belief is stopping you from having that intimate connection with your twin? How does it make you feel? What do you feel when you think about having sex with him? What does it do? Are you ashamed? Do you feel unworthy? Is he coming into your space and invading it? Like, think about what it brings up to you. Does it bring up guilt? What is it, you know? And go there, because it's so intimate. He will trigger that, and that's what they do, you know. They want you to get past that. Right now, I'm hearing you're in your comfort zone, and he's going to help you to get out of that comfort zone that you've built and you don't want to get out of. So it's okay. Just become aware why you are afraid of it.
It's just phase one is what I was hearing, that clearing of that fear is phase one. So don't be intimidated by it, and just dive into it, because it's not stopping there.
I'm going through learning how to accept pleasure from my twin flame,
which combines with Alana's question, how to accept pleasure from a twin flame in spirit. We opened a whole Pandora box with that.
There's not really one answer to that. That's the whole thing.
Yes. There's a lot.
How do you feel by accepting pleasure from yourself first? How are you connected to your sexuality, and feeling comfortable with giving yourself pleasure is a good start to letting.
I was understanding.
Feeling them.
Go ahead, Marcel.
Doing that with you.
I was understanding the question from a whole nother point of view. How to accept pleasure from a twin flame spirit. Like, how do you do it? How to manifest that in your body. That's how I was understanding. And you
maybe
picked up another. Maybe I think that's what you said.
How to accept it emotionally, right? Or pleasure is just opening up yourself, allowing it to come, and then see if it comes through. How do you feel? Doesn't it come through? How do you feel? And why doesn't it come through? Are you afraid? Is there fear? What is it? What does it bring up for you? Like, examine how you feel towards allowing your twin flame to come into your heart, into your space. It's a very intimate place where not a lot of people are allowed in. We've all had our pains in that. But see yourself. He's going to reflect that towards you, and he's going to teach you and show you. And then do it step by step, practice with them.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, is that the thing is that they want to connect you with yourself first. It's like connecting you to you. So that's the first goal, you say. Then so you will understand.
You can't connect with them. You have to connect with yourself first. That's number one, because they're an energy.
You got it.
I got Alana. I knew it was what I was it's like, how do you practically, in practical ways do that? How can you allow yourself to feel pleasure from a spiritual being that is not there in physicality, and that's a fucking hard question, because it's always been kind of natural for me, because I'm weird in nature, so I think that going step by step and believing it, and not neglecting the things that are already happening, and just going for it, because I think that what might get in the way is you feeling like you're being stupid. Like, I'm just laying here and nothing's happening, So, but you're not allowing yourself maybe to let that happen. So what if you would just give in to that and say, I'm here. What do you want to do with me? Just give that idea. They're going to go wild.
Oh, yes. And even if you don't hear them, even if you don't get thoughts, just follow your feeling, follow your hand, whatever, just do that.
Whatever is happening, exactly.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to hear them talk. Like, that doesn't need to happen.
Maybe you get a visual.
It's not, it's like, I don't need, exactly. Sometimes it's not even like, I don't need my hands or toys or anything, I'll feel exactly as if he's there. So,
or you fantasize. You don't even touch yourself, and you just visualize.
You just feel it in your body.
Or her doing all kinds of stuff to you, and trust me, that gets the energy going. You don't even need to touch anything if you're not ready for that. That's
She says, sometimes I feel when someone, not my twin flame, is thinking about me when pleasuring themselves. Is that the same thing?
Okay, sometimes I feel when someone is thinking about me. I think it's you being a channel, an open channel, more than anything. So it's like coming into your field.
Yeah, you have to really what they're saying, Paul is saying, like, kick them out of your energy fields. They don't need to, you don't need to have that, you know, intimate experience with somebody that you do not want to have.
Yeah.
Just clear it if you really feel it, because then there is a connection between you, but maybe you don't want to have.
Yeah, if you don't want to, then
you don't want. If you want to, that's your choice, you know. But it's your space. You decide what you get to do with it.
That is exactly my experience with Michael Jackson. I was starting to spiral downward after seeing something horrible. His energy lifted me up to the most amazing feelings.
Yeah. It's just they trigger all sorts of things so we can work through them and let go of them when they are not serving us anymore.
And it's your kundalini awakening. That's what he did, basically. He just took it all and he took him to seventh heaven, you know. That's how you feel after that.
Yep.
But you can experience it again and again and again and again and again. It doesn't have to end with that one experience.
Yeah. It's how much you allow yourself to experience it, they say.
Let's say we meet in a dream, but even then we feel uncomfortable having sex. How can we work through the shame?
Well, Yeshua is talking now, and he's saying that sometimes it is trying to understand what created the belief of shame in you and why is your inner child feeling like that, you know? And because sometimes all we need is awareness, and then you can sit with your inner child and say, well, okay, you know, I'm here with you, I feel you. You're not I'm not like making you shut up, you know, I'm here with you, I'm present with you. So maybe trying to understand what it was that triggered that shame in you, because that's not your natural state, is what they say. You know, you are innocent by nature, and sex is innocent, and sexuality is innocent. So what belief got mingled within you that needs to go? They say it needs to go. It's not serving. Sorry. My twin flame makes a lot of hand gestures, so sometimes it looks like sorry.
Yeah, I'm also getting like, if a dream is to make you aware of it. You also, you know, they're showing you that there's a blockage there. So when you wake up, you just sit and you think like, why? What am I ashamed of? And where does it really come from? Just explore your feelings. If it's your inner child, if it's a past life, do you feel like you were abused in a past life? Like anything can really come up, but it's too much to say it right now. It's really like exploring where it comes from. But you can also ask in a dream, like, show me where, you know, in a dream where this is coming from. And your spirit guides and twin flame always listen to you. All you really need to do is ask. Paul is saying, like, it's so important to ask what you want. Otherwise, their message get lost. They cannot get to you.
Exactly.
I feel I'm training to be a sexual energy healer in this lifetime. How does my twin flame come into play with learning and teaching or helping others?
In every single way, they come into play. They are intertwined and mingled with it, and it's their path too. You know, so in every way that you ever need assistance, is what they're saying, just ask and allow, because you are remembering something that is deep within your DNA that you brought so you could offer that to others. You know, we are all learning those technologies that were lost, and we brought them in our DNA. So he is there with you, and it's part of his mission too. So allowing him to be present too, it's like, what he's saying is, let me participate, you know, in everything, because in truth they are, because they are you. But the more you allow them to be with that signature that they hold, you know, present with you, the more you connect and the more everything evolves from there.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing a visual of you, Corey, and like you're doing a healing and you're standing and your twin flame just walks into you and does it with you, you know? It's like I'm a part of this healing thing, you know? You are. They're doing it with you.
Yeah.
They're contributing with their energy. And
Yep.
Can you explain the difference between erotica and pornography?
I have absolutely no idea personally. And what I'm hearing is, well, from my own twin flame, it's like, does it matter?
Yeah.
Is it just another label that you are choosing to have so you can apply shame to sex? What if you like to watch porn? What if you like to read erotica? Where is it bad? You know, where is it sinful? Because that's your own perception of is the only thing that matters.
We can, you know, we have like this thing about sacred sexuality, and there's a whole attachment as to it has to be with one person, it has to be the sacred union and everything, and all of that. We built this whole thing around it. So when somebody's having an experience that is not, that's just casual, you know, whatever, we already start to judge. So really there is no, depending on where you are.
You were muted for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody's calling me on my phone.
Oh, of course.
Like on my phone, great, mom, thanks. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just like whatever, it's all good, depending on
Yeah.
you experience.
Exactly.
And all this, the names, the words, I also don't really. What's erotica to you? I don't know what.
Yeah. It's just human labels and whatever is reflected there for you, so you can work with. You know, it's all what they were saying is that every consensual sex is sacred sex.
Yes.
My kundalini awakening happened during sacred sexuality. It wasn't my intention, but I was doing breathing exercises from making love to God. I was breathing in divinity, and it was innocent and intense.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Feel I'm preparing. You want to say something?
No, I was just reading stuff.
Feel I'm preparing to be a sexual healer and teaching too. It's ironic with my background and experiences, though. I guess it isn't. Love the topic of sacred sexuality.
Yeah. We love it too.
Lately, a lot of lately a lot of sex dream energy, and I wake up with my root chakra pulsing hard and moving out the lower chakras too.
Yeah, that's great. It's helping you clear, helping you heal. It's great energy.
So what I'm hearing is like collectively, we're right now working on that energy of grounding and going to our root chakra. And a lot of that is happening with the divine masculine also. Sexuality is coming up. Shaman sexuality is being cleared in the masculine. He's helping. And so we're feeling that also in us. The energy is moving. That's probably why we're doing this right now.
Yeah. We could have a whole talk only about sexuality and twin flames if you guys want to. Like a whole new, chat about that, because there's a lot of information.
And a more in-depth, if you guys want to, go into more like how it all works and how it's, how you can activate it, how you can work with it, play with it, whatever it is that you want to do with it. That's, it's a whole huge topic for sure.
It really is. Let me check if they want us to answer anything before we need to go, because I feel like we've been here for 2 hours now.
Yes.
Yeah.
My body's starting to feel a little tired. Yeah. Are you too, Dana? I
think I'm good, but I'm going to feel it after. For
sure.
I started.
That's what I heard too. It's like, well, you're good now. Move the chat, please. Oh God, it moves so fast.
Yeah, by itself. Wait.
No.
Here.
Yeah, you can go. Does practicing sacred sexuality contribute to healing the collective of which is not sacred or consensual? Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Every time we have that, I always see it as a fireworks,
Yeah, me too.
In the sky, it just lights up the whole collective, and it just heals all kinds of stuff in it. So practicing that definitely heals all of it.
It really does.
Yeah.
The more you feel like sex is pure and innocent and just good and God and love for you, the more you send that energy to the whole universe, they say.
Yeah. Yes. It's that powerful, it's not to be underestimated. Yeah. This is why all these twin flames are coming up to their counterparts to help awaken that, because sometimes in the physical you have not experienced that yet, with anyone, And now they're like, okay, it's time. This is what we came to bring here. That kind of love, that kind of fireworks, even if it's an empty, you know.
And there's so much with how the frequencies of Earth are changing and how that helps with everything else. We can talk about that another time too, because there's a lot there to unpack, and why so many more people are actually feeling that connection and bringing more of that, you know, awareness of their own counterparts, you know, divine counterparts and everything. So
yeah,
I think we could have a chat like this every week, and we would still have things to talk about a year later, because it's always evolving and always changing.
Wow, it's evolving and so much bigger and stronger and better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So I think we're gonna finish here for today. Let us know if you guys want us to have like a twin flame conversation about sex and sexuality. They are all up for it. Oh, the visuals of them being all up for it. I'm sorry. Oh,
We'll
Lord.
bring all the twin flames with us, and they'll just join us and learn with us. Because they also want to learn what you like, you know, that's how they're like,
Yeah.
what you like. And they will learn with you if you don't know yet fully.
Exactly. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. It was lovely. Thank you, Dana. Where can people find you? Tell people what you offer.
Find me on my website, wisdomfromtheheart.life. I also do, I want to mention that, also the twin flame reading with a coffee reading to check out how your energies are with your divine masculine and divine feminine, and what you need clearing on, healing, and what's really happening in your life regarding that. And also on my Facebook, Intuitive Soul Paintings, it's called. But you can find all of that on wisdomfromtheheart.life if you ever need it. And the paintings, of course, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Twin flame paintings also.
Oh, awesome.
I will put all the links on the description of this video, both on YouTube and on the Patreon post, so you guys can find it easier if you want to.
Yep. And we would love to hear all about it, Corey, just so you know.
Yeah.
Share with us whatever happens.
Twin flaming.
Yeah. We would love to know how your kundalinis are going to behave after this talk, guys. So let us know.
It's always fun. And
I hope you guys have a great night. Just expect some fun stuff.
Awesome.
That's what they're saying. Open yourself up.
Yeah.
It was so much energy today that I literally got my period like a couple of hours before the channeling started. So
you already got the activation. Now you just wait for it to Flavia.
Just wait for it.
Wait for it.
Oh, the emojis.
The emojis Mary just sent.
Wine and egg plant.
Perfect. That's
perfect. Oh my God. Yep, awesome. That's gonna be your night, Mary.
Lots of wine.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Let's stop before I get censored.
Yeah. So see you guys next Tuesday for the Magdalena's class, tiers 3 and up, and it's body, mind, and spirit alignment for sacred sexuality. So
we're gonna talk more about sacred sexuality next week. So
some more of that.
Yep, some more activation. So take this week to integrate what's happening now.
Yes.
See you guys on Tuesday. Thank you so much, Dana.
Love you, girls, and everyone who's watching. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. I love you.